What's going on, guys? I've talked about making some Madden 13 wishlist videos before, and this one is going to be the first one in my little series I got here. I'm not sure how many parts will eventually be in this, but we'll just see what happens. In this first video, this is all about special teams in Madden 12 and what I want to be changed in Madden 13, and specifically special teams customization, because there is no option to really decide who is on your kickoff team, your punt return team, unless you go on your depth chart and you match the positions and the players you want to those positions. Well, that can be a hassle, and it can totally mess up your depth chart in the first place. And if you're a guy like me that plays a lot of franchise mode, then you have guys that are really low on the depth chart or possibly not even on the depth chart that aren't getting any playing time. So we'll take a look here at the Minnesota Vikings. Here, this is just an exhibition game. We got Benny Sapp, Emmanuel Arsenault, Kenny Tulu. We got Tyrell Johnson, Jasper Brinkley, then the kicker, Ryan Longwell. On the other side, Larry Dean, Kyle Rudolph, which is where I get my first major issue because there's no reason for Kyle Rudolph to be on kickoff team. Then Mistral Raymond, Greg Camarillo, and Marcus Sherrills. Now, some of these guys I like where they're at. Like Marcus Sherrills, he's fast. I like him on the outside. But Kyle Rudolph, he's a rookie tight end and probably a future starter, and there's no reason for us to risk having him on special teams if this were in a franchise mode. So look here, and you can see the players that are used. We got the 4th and 5th receivers on the depth chart. And if I have the option to customize, I put all the linebackers and the backup secondary guys that don't get any playing time just to see if they can get some tackles, especially in franchise mode with the way the progression system works. Like Tyrone McKenzie, replace Jasper Brinkley with him. He's got 83 speed. He'd be much more of a factor, and I wouldn't be risking my backup middle linebacker getting injured. And you see here, Everson Griffin, the Minnesota Vikings actually use him as a gunner on their punt team, and he's a defensive end, but he's athletic and fast, and he can handle the job. So here's a look at what's comprised of in the kickoff team. You got the 3rd cornerback, the 5th receiver, the 2nd left outside linebacker, 2nd strong safety, 2nd middle linebacker, then your kicker, 2nd right outside linebacker, 2nd tight end, 2nd free safety, 4th receiver, and 4th cornerback. And to me, customizing who's on every aspect of your special teams is very important, especially if you play franchise mode and you have rookies that you want to get some playing time that aren't going to start right now and you don't want to slow down their progression too much. And of course, there's the risk of somebody getting injured on a special teams play that you would rather not have to be in there, but then you have to go around and mess up your whole depth chart to do so. Kickoff return for the Packers, 3rd cornerback, 2nd left outside linebacker, 2nd middle linebacker. Now this is important. 3-4 defenses run with 2 middle linebackers. That means you have a starter on your kickoff return team. That is unacceptable. A starting middle linebacker for the Packers, A.J. Hawk. And it's not worth the injury risk, and they shouldn't be in there in the first place. So now we'll take a look at the punt team, the punt return, and the punt coverage. Starting out with the Minnesota Vikings here on punt return, we have Asher Allen and Jamarcus Sanford here on the outside as we work inside Tyrell Johnson, Kenny Tulu, Jasper Brinkley, Larry Dean, Chad Greenway, and Mistral Raymond. And now Chad Greenway, the Vikings' best linebacker, does he really need to be on special teams? Because I don't think so. Then over here we got Chris Cook and Benny Sapp, and Marcus Sherrills is back to return as the punt returner. So taking a look at who exactly is using the depth chart, your 2nd, 3rd, and 5th corners, your starting strong safety, your backup strong safety, your backup outside linebackers, your backup middle linebacker, your starting right outside linebacker, your backup free safety, and then of course your punt returner. So basically what I'm saying is with this, like when you're in franchise mode, you get your full roster. Not everybody fills up a depth chart. The depth charts usually only go to like 4 or 5 spots. That means you have guys not on the depth chart at all that have no chance of playing unless of an injury. And one of the important parts about the real NFL preseason is scouting those undrafted free agents and those rookies that might not get to play a lot but can still contribute on special teams. But in the game, your special teams squad is predetermined based on your depth chart, not based on who you actually want in those situations unless you customize your depth chart to adapt to it. And here you can see the punt team for the Packers. Once again, A.J. Hawk is on there as a 2nd middle linebacker. You've got your nickel cornerback, and there needs to be customization. And there is a game that has the customization. Now we're in NCAA Football 12. We're going to take a look at the special teams over on this game now. And what you do is you go to your formation subs, and this is something that needs to be in Madden. Formation subs completely needs to be just copy-pasted over. Because look at the defense. You switch over here, you can choose who you want in any formation. Any formation. Look at this. your punt return, your field goal block. They go in depth here. You can choose who you want your first line of defense here on the return team, your second line, and then your returners. This has to be in Madden. There's no reason for a football sim to not have this feature. So in Madden 13, this needs to be added, especially for us guys that play on franchise mode and probably have more of an interest in this than other people. And this has more uses than just special teams customization. Perhaps you're playing as the Minnesota Vikings and you want to put Antoine Winfield in as your nickel corner, but you still want to have him play in your base 4-3. You can do that with formation subs, and that's the nice thing. Look here on offense. Now, the Minnesota Vikings, what they did this year is they wanted to get Percy Harvin on the field more and get him the ball more because he is a playmaker. So I just went over here to use this as an example. Starting wide receiver for the Minnesota Gophers is Dejon McKnight, and I'm like, okay, what if I want to put him in the slot over on this game? It's easy. It took a few seconds to customize the depth chart a little bit, but I put him in the slot, and then I had two new guys on the outside. That's doable. It needs to be in Madden, especially with guys like Percy Harvin that might even line up in the backfield sometime and play running back. There needs to be more customization and more freedom for the players, not just the predetermined special team stuff. It needs to be more freedom because it is a football simulation. This needs to be in Madden 13. The current system in place on Madden 12 with the depth chart obviously, and then you can go on your play call screen and do your formation subs there, that is not user friendly. It has to be on the menu. It's in the main menu during the game on NCAA 12. And I see no reason for it not to be a part of Madden 13. It is an important aspect of football and a football simulation. And so guys, if you support what I'm talking about here, please give the video a thumbs up and share it on Twitter. Send it to your friends that play Madden. Send it to the Madden developers. I want people to see these videos. I'm not making these videos for no reason. I'm making these videos because I want Madden 13 to be better. I want there to be some important features added. But leave suggestions for future episodes in the comment section, as well as your feedback on what I had to talk about in this commentary. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys do support this video and my future ones in this series. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.